the command to bring up this situation.
Let me guess, you talked to Viv?
No.
Oh, well, I heard she went to Viv. Who did she? Wait, who else did she go to?
To Cassidy even?
What?
Yeah, and then Cassidy. So check this.
Oh my god! I was just on the
like,
phone with her for 25 minutes about her life choices. I just told her I don't want anything to do with it. She needs to deal with other people to do with it. You know what I mean? She's so upset you called her a pick me and like that's her past and she's not a pick me.
Well, how
and,
is
like,
that not her
trying
past?
To get but that
was based on what she was doing right then and there.
Right. Well, I guess it's very offensive to her, and I don't know. She's like, no man, you know, she's making it like a man and woman thing. Like no man is gonna call
she did that
pick me
on the day with the Bobby thing. Like what her actions were, what it was, like gender neutral. I don't know.
Yeah,
so,
but that's what she seems hyper focused on. I said, Alana, cut out the pick me shit. Let's focus on the fact that there's multiple things. You guys fucked around while I was gone. You were corrected on scenes or asked to do things on scenes, and you're getting all huffy puffy, which I know how she is, and so that's why I called it that. Peach, can I call you right back? I'm talking to Night for a second. I'll call you right back. Okay, bye. I said you got huffy puffy. I said somebody asked you to do something and you just catch an attitude. Or she's like, well, no, I put up my own reports and I don't have to be told to do anything, and I do all my stuff, but I'm only a PPO, and
she's setting she is setting her own standard of expectations and then expecting her standard being the right one, even though she's a cadet. Right? She doesn't really get to pick what is expected of her. She needs to do what is expected of her.
Right.
So I spoke to Peters. So she talked to Vivian too. What the fuck? Over a 1-hour suspension?
So originally, again, telling you she's so upset that you called her a pick me. It's the pick me thing. I don't even think it's a suspension. It's the fact that that's what she's hyper focused on, and I'm let's cut that out.
She's flipping it, right?
Stuff.
Because that had little to do with the conversation today. So
she's like, well, I'm not running a lap. So then I didn't even know you told her to run a lap until she mentioned it.
Yeah.
She's like, he told me to run a lap. I'm not running a lap. I don't care who tells me to run a lap. If they're gonna call me a pick me, nobody should be talking to me like that. And I'm like, oh. So
what?
That I feel like it's a trigger word. I don't know.
The lap?
Maybe. No, the pick like she
the thing is,
running.
the pick me thing was like was not even within the context of what happened today. So
right, and I told that's the other thing I said. It sounds like you're not following orders.
Yeah,
people are asking you not to follow them around, or on scenes they're asking you to do things. They're correcting things. She's like, I've never been told anything. Nobody's correcting it. There's no communication. So she's telling me that you're not communicating. However, in your defense, I had told her multiple officers actually come to me to tell me that you've been correcting things as it's happening, and even pulling people aside and holding them accountable, or saying this is what we can do better, and I don't want to see this, and like teaching them. And I told her that's expected of officers, and more officers should be doing that. She said that you never told her what she did wrong.
She was literally told, do not, follow. I don't. Yeah. Okay. So I spoke to Peters. He asked me how the Alana thing's going. I'm like, why did she come to speak to you? And that's when he mentioned that she was speaking to other people in the office. So I'm like, is she fucking command shopping? So I went through the list. I spoke to Cassidy. She went to Cassidy, and now is Cassidy so Cassidy's conversation, I wanted to go and fucking put a bullet in his head. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What do you mean?
So Cassidy goes, yeah, she came to me, said I was suspended, or up. I'm like, okay, well, was she like coming at you, looking for like comfort or whatever, what was it about? And I'm like, okay, that's all I want to know. And I was gonna kind of leave it at there and then see who else she's gone to. Because at that stage, I need to suspend her, right? Because then there's no lesson learned. Cassidy goes, well, can you tell me what happened? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to put up a command report. And he's like, you can't tell me right now. I'm like, well, I'm in the middle of something. And he's like, well, I told you something, so you should tell me what's happening with all that. It was very strange.
What?
Yeah, afterwards, I was pissed because I'm like, I was trying to comprehend. I was trying to be professional here with my response. I'm like, I'm getting my vehicle fixed. I got like Peter's over here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, you just asked him if one of our officers went to him about a situation, and he's mad.
He wanted the tea. Yeah, it was very.
Business.
It was. I didn't say all that right, but in my head, I'm like,
he doesn't even like her. He told her to her face that he doesn't like her.
Oh my God.
So, but yes, she has been trying to be like, she rode with him for a call or two today.
How do you guys deal with this?
I am exhausted. I told her to go to bed.
She's going to be suspended for 48 hours. What do you think?
She's probably going to quit anyway, so I don't think it matters. Okay.
Oh, wait, what do you mean?
She's already like upset that nobody wants to. Okay, so I want to say I don't feel like it's command shopping. I feel like she is shopping
manipulative
for somebody
as fuck.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
I don't.
And I told her we're in circles and that I am too close to this and that I don't want anything to do with it.
Oh my God.
Her going to Viv initially was what I wanted. I told her go talk to Viv because I don't want to deal with it. The only reason I want to talk to you is because I wanted to know if my thoughts were right, which was, did she come at you sideways? Did she have an attitude? She swears up and down, oh, I didn't. Then she's like, well, you're right. Maybe I was upset and blah, 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 but I'm not a pick me. And it's like, just be honest the first time. You're right. It is manipulative. It is, I was just on the phone there for 20 minutes listening. Granted, we were on a scene watching the ocean, nothing fucking happening for whatever reason.
You know the funny thing about it? Was it you that I spoke to? Like, remember when I said the amount of man hours that go into this over someone crying is not the way it should be, right?
Right. No,
you're right.
And that's why I didn't want her to go to Viv either, because I feel like Viv has had her plate full because Viv has been getting the shit that I normally get when I'm here. You can tell at the meeting that we had today that people have been going to her for stupid ass shit, wasting everybody's time. It's a waste of time.
I'm not going to suspend her because, listen, I was told to gloves off because it was really bad last week. 4 out of 10. But I'm not going to be the reason she gets fired because I hate to tell you this. This is y'all's issue to solve.
Yeah.
So, yo, what the fuck is, how the hell are things that bad that officers cannot be suspended for an hour? And then you have a dumb fuck in a different department that feels like they're obligated to have a full explanation over a phone instead of reading a command report.
Yeah, that's because they're entitled fucking babies.
I genuinely am starting. It seems like there are people that are in this department not to police and do not have much experience with any sort of like management skills. You know what I mean? Like having responsibility over others.
Yeah, I think
I don't know. I genuinely, after that conversation with Alana, what I heard, and then the Cassidy sort of like, not just attitude, but expectations, it really makes me wonder how this police department even functions. I'm just being honest with you, right? I was beside myself for like 15 minutes. I'm like,
I'm sure he just wanted whatever was happening. I'm going to be honest. I was told that I'm not allowed to tell people that they could be fired for yelling at command on the radio. I was told by Peters that I can't say things like that to people. And I was told that I can't suspend people. Now this is
I-
a month ago.
What?
Fast forward to yes, that you like you don't even understand. Like I've been trying so hard to do my fucking job and like do it the best I can. I can't even mention the word fire, and now Peters
So-
is back fucking firing people left and right without even a conversation.
Okay,
I'm just like, what the fuck? I couldn't even tell Jack, don't cuss or disrespect
Oh my God.
your command over the radio. That will get you fired. Jack crybabies to command, like what Alana's doing, ran to fucking Peters, and Peters runs to me.
Oh my
Did
God,
you tell Jack that he could be fired? Yeah, I fucking did. Because you don't fucking disrespect command on the radio. And now I'm being reprimanded for telling him he could be fired.
Oh
What
my
do you
God.
want me to say? I'm gonna change his widow diaper? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is, I'm just done. Like, I love my job and I love the people I work with. And that's the only reason I'm still here. But I literally have not been able to do fucking anything.
Okay.
So yeah, yes, exactly what's happening with Lana. It's happened with Jack. It's happened with multiple officers that I've even mentioned reprimanding. Like they run and cry to somebody else, and then that person talks to me. You can't.
Yeah,
say this.
you can't have that. We used to have that back in the day.
Yeah,
we cut
I'm
that
sorry.
out real quick.
Let me be the fucking pushover, lieutenant. Okay.
So normalization of suspensions are the fundamental piece of discipline and ensuring that SOPs and standards are held up. Now, I will say that I don't think, disciplining over the radio is ever something you should do unless it's lives are in danger. Let me give you actually a little bit of tea.
No, it wasn't over the radio. I told him that he shouldn't be doing that over the radio. He disrespected her over the radio. I pulled him aside in the PD and told him he could get fired for disrespecting.
Oh my God, Maxwell, you make me so proud.
What the? I didn't do it over the radio. I mean, I talked to him in the fucking PD about it.
Yo, that's my
told
fucking
him he could
cadet.
get fired, and he ran to Peters and cried. Not once, but twice. Threw me under the fucking bus and said that I threatened to fire him. I sent him off duty. First of all, he sent himself off duty, and I said, "Good, I'll see you tomorrow." Like, okay, if that's me sending him off duty, I'll go fuck myself. And then you know what I mean? Like, it's just been, it's like, and I know Peters is like went from like we can't fire people to now we need to set a standard. I've been trying to do this for months and being reprimanded myself, literally in trouble that I was not allowed to send anybody. I don't want to suspend anybody. You need to find jobs for them to do off duty instead of just suspending them, so they're wasted. Like 24 hours is a long time. Like, find a job, make them do tow, make them do this.
Yeah, but that's why is okay.
That's how it was. I'm not saying it's still that way. I don't even know how it is, because all I know is now in front of me, Frost is being demoted, and now I'm being told he's being fired after the fact.
Yeah.
Over a leak that it should have been dealt with a month and a half ago.
Too political. Like some of this stuff. Like
I get it. But you
there's
know
probably someone
like,
you should probably tell these things to.
Yeah. Well,
look, I get it. Look, I get it. Look, I last week, I'm going to tell you the worst situation. Well, first off, I don't genuinely believe that command knows what the fuck they're doing from what I've seen so far. And it seems like they're more attempting to one-up each other instead of staying in their fucking lanes. That was the impression I got the moment I approached Cassidy. Like, it didn't take, it was a 2-minute conversation, but I fucking read it like a book. It's not like I haven't been in command positions before. Like, I saw it. I heard it. I know why the questions are being asked, and I know what the behavior entails. The shit, running a PD is not fucking rocket science. It is, however, if it is inherently emotion-based. I think that there may be too much of an attempt to keep numbers and have numbers that the solution has been by babying. Now, I'm not saying everybody needs to be fired, right? But if there is no threat of suspension or threat of firing, then everybody will make abuse of that. every time.
Agreed.
And I am
agree.
someone who has been fired and suspended, mind you, right? So it's not like I haven't seen those things in my past. But if it wasn't for those things, then I would do whatever the fuck I want to do. And what's
Right.
worse is fucking lie, cheat, do insane shit, right? Last week, Larry was attacked by an attack helicopter, probably the same one that McNulty was attacked by.
Larry
Knox over at the
Knox,
bodega.
okay.
He calls over 911. He tells us this in a traffic stop. We go to the bodega, try to get a statement. There's like 6 police vehicles. Somehow these dumb fucks decided to... We turn away for a little bit, and there's multiple explosions at the gas station. We go back, and Larry's telling us it's the attack helicopter. Nobody pays attention to him. Instead, they start trying to GSR test his friends and start chasing him down, leaving Larry by himself. I drove up to Larry. I'm like, Larry, what the hell happened? It's because of an attack helicopter. I'm like, do those other guys have anything to do with it? He's like, no, they were trying to defend me. I'm like, God, and you just hear over the radio, black and color car driving away. It was so bad. I had to yell at everyone on the radio, and I tried to fix the problem right then and there. I'm like, why did we come here, Larry? What did Larry say? We don't know. Why are we chasing down his very obvious friends, Marty and Tony Corleone, instead of helping him? It got so bad that Marty Banks ended up holding up a cop while the victim stood there, helpless. And while trying to get everyone to understand why that situation was so fucked, we had officers go off duty. Now, if you're, in my opinion, if you have an issue being yelled at over radio when being a part of a scene that not only allowed a military helicopter getaway, but someone potentially losing their life, you should not be an officer in the police force.
I agree.
It's
just proof that people care more about chasing the cars than actually communicating with people in the city.
But I don't know. It's you got a tough problem to solve. Like I said, I think the right thing is to suspend her, but I'm not going to do it. You know, this isn't my problem to solve. Yeah. Damn, Maxwell. Damn. All right. Well, listen, I like the energy. You know, you got that Davis spirit in you. You know?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I do. I just, I hate, I don't like being like that, but I will. It just sucks when I don't know how far I'm allowed to go without being in trouble. And it's like, I shouldn't have to feel that way. And now I just don't give a damn. I'll just say what the fuck I need to say.
Well,
I don't care. Like, what? I'm doing my fucking job. If you think I'm not doing it right, then fire me. I asked for help with all the other stuff. I know you don't want part of it, but it's like no help happens for over a month and a half, and now it's here, and it's like, and I'm, you know what I mean? Like, wow, okay, it's a little fucking late,
Yeah.
I don't even care.
I've been doing a lot of thinking, like, while on duty the last 2 weeks, like, I can't turn that side of my brain off where it's like, because I'm not planning on being around forever, but I do want to see success in the department I'm in, but it all comes down to discipline, right? But discipline also needs to be attached with training and solutions. I see a bad pursuit, I'm going to call all those people down and show them how the pursuit should have been and do like a mini 15-minute training.
I like that. I think we used to have debriefs for calls that kind of
like
were a little wonky.
In
we
action.
Don't do that anymore.
In action. I want to be very clear. Not the fucking 5 years ago debrief where a bunch of people stand around for an hour saying,
no
one's listening.
This is like a quick, this what we can work on next time. Shiesty was good at debriefs.
Yep. Here really are the expectations.
Yep.
Here's how it should have been. If it's like next something time, mechanical,
this, and this instead of this and that. Right.
We did this on because I had noticed there's a bad habit where suspect drives through like an alleyway, like the ones by Jamestown, and you have like 3 vehicles chasing it. I'm like, that's not how it should be. And you know, you need the other units to immediately guess where it's going, because you get 1, 2, 3 go down the alleyway. The first one gets clogged up. Now you lost 3 units. So we did like a 15-minute session where they chased me down and like calmed and you know, and it was helpful because at least they see in practice how it can be done. But I
feel like I don't have time to do that, and that's why I try so hard. Like right now I was riding with D because I can still be on the streets working and doing whatever.
Gun cannon, they get 34 months.
I don't like standing in an office. I fucking hate it. I am pro mobile office so that I can actually be on scenes and see what the hell's going on.
Well, I mean, part of that though, right, comes back to like, okay, so you're a lieutenant, right?
Yeah.
So that should be on the next phase down, right? So your sergeant's got to be on point with it. But it goes back to how the fuck did a PPO take this much command hours?
Right.
So I'm going to leave it up to you. I don't want, like, you get why I'm not going to do it, right?
I
deal with enough bullshit.
Yes.
But damn, man, that's crazy. Yo. All right. Well, you want to ride around for a bit?
Sure.
All right.